Pratibha Dubey welcome you all to this outstanding webinar, Deep Dive into the core feature of Salesforce Commerce Cloud. I would like to introduce myself first to our audience that I'm Pratibha Dubey, Digital Marketing Specialist at Cloud Analogy. And with me, I have Dipali Kurucheshwar, the Senior Salesforce Consultant and WIT Leader at Cloud Analogy. So Dipali, I would like you to please grace the audience with your presence and tell us a little about your experience in your field in your own words.
Thanks, Pratibha, for the introduction. So, as you mentioned, I'm Senior Salesforce Consultant working at Cloud Analogy from past 6 years, and myself, Dipali Kurucheshwar. And I have good experience with Salesforce and then different tools, and I have even worked on several different clouds with Marketing Cloud, then Commerce Cloud, and then Sales and Service Cloud. So today in this webinar, I will be introducing and making you all familiar with some of the features of Commerce Cloud. So this is our stand for the day, and for the talk.
Okay, so now before we deep dive into the core features of Salesforce Commerce Cloud, I would like to talk a few minutes to just introduce Cloud Analogy before the webinar gets started. And Cloud Analogy is a leading Salesforce development and consulting company that offers Salesforce customization, integration, and migration services. Today we will be discussing about the Surefire of the Salesforce Commerce Cloud, and in this webinar we will also be talking about the various Salesforce certain aspects like Commerce Cloud's latest innovations. So before we get started for this webinar, I would like to inform you all about the certain aspects of this webinar. So if you have any question for us in this webinar related to this topic, I would request you to please let us know at the end of the webinar, and you can even directly contact us or mail us in our email given below in the description. And also unfortunately there is a time limit boundage in the webinar, so please let us know whatever the question or whatever the queries you have for this webinar. And also please post your questions in the chat box that we discuss later during this QA session. So let's get started. The agenda for today's webinar is as follows: how we can create orders and set up promotions, make catalogs to help customers filtering their purchase, and let's learn how inventory can be managed and customer and their promotions set up. So this is all the agenda about this webinar, and Dipali will be starting this webinar very soon. So over to you, Dipali, and let's get started with this amazing webinar.
Thanks, Pratibha, for sure. So first of all, let's start with what is Commerce Cloud. So this is just the basic definition. Commerce Cloud is a cloud-based software as a service e-commerce platform and the world's leading B2B and B2C commerce solution. Then it is a multi-tenant cloud-based platform that empowers brands to create intelligent, unified buying experience across all the channels with mobile, desktop, and web and store and everything. Now coming to some of the features. So if we talk then in term, we have some core features. The platform has a range of features to offer. So if we talk, so today I have just segregated 5 of them, and they are inventory management, order management, then we have catalog management, campaign management, and then customer management. So these are some of the core features of Commerce Cloud. Okay, and then we have inventory management. So first of all, let's talk a bit about what is exactly inventory management is. So the B2C platform, it provides basic storefront where you can, it also have inventory tracking functionality. So it is intended to work with an external inventory management system, with the external system as the system of record for the inventory data. It provides information about product availability and supports different types of availability, such as back orders, pre-orders, and perpetual availability. We also have different levels, that is on hand, on hold, safety stock available, on allocations, then we have back order allocations and on order. So these are some of the basic or the levels of inventory management. So now if we talk about these, So first of all, on hand is the quantity of the items which we have physically on our storefront or on the inventory. Then we have on hold. So it is the quantity of items that is currently committed to open but unfilled sales orders, you can say like that. Then we have safety stock. So the quantity of items, the reserved items for in store for a particular site is known as safety stock. Then we have available. So it is for like non-back orderable products and back orderable. So back orderable items are like if we have suppose some of the items are out of stock, but if we make them as back orderable, then you can just simply go and order that particular item. So this is part of back order. So you have that option like to make that item as a back orderable. Then we have on allocations. So it is the quantity of items that is currently allocated to the open shipping order. So it is on allocation or on alloc, you can say. Then we have back order authorizations. So it is the number of items which is currently authorized to be back ordered. Then we have on order, that is the quantity of items currently in order for back ordering. So actually these concepts like go hand in hand. So if like we can dive into it little more like in our next webinar, but as of now I'm just making you familiar with some of the definitions. So this was all about levels. Then if we talk about some of the key attributes which we have to offer, so their allocations, reset date, perpetual, then pre-order back order handling, and then in-stock date. So allocation, it is just the quantity of the products which are in stock. Then we have reset date, so it is the time whether the initialization was done or not. Then we have perpetual. So it is just the flag that specifies, the product which is always in stock. Then we have pre-order and back order, you can see a value that specifies product availability. Then we have in stock date, obviously like we can define the date like whenever one product will be available. So it is known as in stock date in Commerce Cloud. Then now coming to our next feature, which is very interesting, and it's order management. So under order management, if we talk about, it is like one of the core feature, and it is everything what happens behind the scenes. From the time you submit a particular order to the time you receive it, and so this is all about order management. Submission till receival. So these are two things, and at that time there is a lot of things going on the back end. So to understand how an order management system works, you should first have a clear picture of the order life cycle, like entirely how things are working, the stage when the order moves from purchase through delivery. So Salesforce Order Management lets you connect the commerce and service experiences to create a 360-degree view of the customers and then delivering the amazing post-purchase experiences. To make this happen, you need to integrate your other systems with Salesforce Order Management. Now, Salesforce Order Management is like entirely right out of the box. It's fully integrated with B2C commerce to support order capture from B2C commerce solution. Then it is natively supports Service Cloud to give just services to the agents. And if we talk about the life cycle, so as you it's just a small diagram on the flow or the life cycle. So it is all about shopper experiences. First thing to note is shopper experiences, then we have order management, and then we have other systems. So if we talk about the entire process, then as you go and just place the order, then the authorization is requested. Then we have then basically the other system do the fraud check. Then we have an option like once the payment is authorized, then we can confirm the availability. Then once availability is confirmed, then an email is sent to the shopper, and then it is sent to the fulfillment center, and then that particular order is received in fulfillment center. Then it is ready for like pick and pack. Then we have the status of that order is updated in Commerce Cloud. Then the entire different process comes in, then shipping starts, then we again send one of the email, then we ensure that whether the payment was done or not, then we can capture it, then invoices is generally created and that is updated in the ERP, and then the order is received. So this entire backend process, this is how like order is managed in an e-commerce website. So this, like, I hope it's bit clear right now. This is basically the order management life cycle. So here are some of the life cycle stages. We have capture, fulfillment, delivery and service. So these are 4 of the stages which we have. So capture is basically a customer just go and place the order. The order details are submitted to the merchant and payment is authorized. So if we just come back to our slide, the previous slide, you can see we have this order capture, order fulfillment and order delivery, and this includes the service section. So now we have this fulfillment, so order is assigned to one of the fulfillment location where the items are prepared for shipping. Then we have delivery, the order items like they are transferred to the shipping center and then we can just make that delivery happen. Then we have service, so we have different service agents which can like ask customers or to customer question, they process cancellation and then that process or they provide the support. So these are like 4 of the life cycle stages. Then coming to our next feature, it's catalog management. First of all, what's a catalog is? So you can define it as collection of items or products that you sell into a different category. It is like if you just go to one of the website, one of the e-commerce website, then at the top you might see something, few things that is on the makeup. I want to have these kind of thing like with lipstick, then mascara and all. So same goes here in the catalog management. We can define or segregate the item based on their category. So the catalog is just defining the category for the products or segregating it. Then there are 2 types of catalog. So one is storefront catalog and the other one is standard catalog. So you can assign only one catalog, the storefront catalog, to your site. Storefront catalog is just the category structure you can create to determine the storefront navigation. Then we have standard catalog. It is a standard that owns the product and mirrors the organization kind of thing. So these are 2 different types. Then we have one thing here to keep in mind, that we have 2 types of catalog, but only storefront catalog can be connected to a site. Standard catalog will not be able, like it will not allow us to connect it to the site. Now we have campaign management. This is again one of the interesting features which we have in Salesforce Commerce Cloud. So in campaign management, it's all about the B2C commerce campaign which we have. It contains the schedule experiences. Once the campaign is created, then we can utilize it in for our promotions which we can use, and which we generally create all the promotions in the Commerce Cloud, and for that campaigns helps a lot. So it is the schedule experiences that are targeted for the specific set of shoppers. Experiences like it can be promotions, we have content slots, then we have sorting rules and keyword search like sorting rules. So shoppers must qualify for an experience or for an promotion content slot and all, and once it is experience is like qualified, then it must run within the campaign schedule. In the campaign we can define the schedule as well, like at what time or at what date you want to run it, and then that can be done. And then campaign can be enabled or disabled as per the convenience or as per what is planned. Then a disabled campaign is inactive and not available to the consumers. So enabled promotion, it basically contain a disabled campaign. Then we have some of the key points which we need to keep in mind, and like before creating your campaigns, and that are obviously the audience which you are going to target. Then we have the marketing sources, we have site promotion, messaging, experiences, qualifiers, and product categories, schedules. So I'll like in a while I just show you how we can create campaigns. We can add qualifiers and all. Okay, so now we have another feature, and this is the last one. So it's customer management. So customer management, as the name goes, it is just the entity that purchase goods or services. They are basically our customers or shoppers. So customer record can be viewed or modified or add or changed in Commerce Cloud. Like they can just go and add a shipping address. We have configured payment methods for customer. We can on our end see the order history for a particular customer or the activity being performed by them. We also have customer segmentation, that is customers and customer groups. So customer groups are basically set of customers. So set of customers, and we can assign different kind of promotions to that particular customer groups. So just for an example, I just have 5 members in my company, and I just want to provide a particular or specific promotion to those person only. Then I'll just go and create one customer group, adding on the 5 customers, and then once they qualify for like this purchase an item with amount like more than 200, then they will be provided that particular promotion. So it will make an ease for me not to like define each customer every time. Instead, I've just created one of the customer group. So this is the segmentation of the customer. So this is all about customer management. So I'll just show it to you quickly, like where we have customers and all in Business Manager, and then please feel free to ask some questions or doubts which you have. So I hope the features explained to you are clear, and please let me know your queries.
So now let's have a small walkthrough of the Business Manager and all the features I have explained till now. So this is basically merchant tools. Then we have this admin tab, and this is the storefront. Then we have toolkit. So first of all, let's go to merchant tools. Just to mention, here we can create different sites, and all the sites which are present is visible under here. So now let's go to this merchant tools, and here we have this products. So all the products like mentioned here will be displayed on the storefront. From here you can search for all the products. In meanwhile, let me just go to the storefront which we have. So it's a small site like which has been created using Commerce Cloud. So it has been segregated, and this is the catalogs or the navigation bar. So if I just go to any clothing sections and just check out the products we have. So here are some of the items, and I have like option to have a more view of this, or we can just mention it as product detail page, where all the information about the product is displayed. So here you can see this is the item number. So using this you can search for this particular item on the Business Manager. So if we go back to the product section in Business Manager, then suppose I just enter this one. So I'll just get the product which is of this ID, and we have defined all the custom fields or the attributes here. So this is the product you can see, and this is the name which we have. Now this is all the custom fields which has been created. Some of these are the standard one, likewise description, then product details. Then we have these 3 fields, that is online, online from, and online to. Here you can define the dates from which you want to see this particular product, and if you just mention this online to some past date, then this particular item will not be displayed on the storefront. Then we have several different images. We can even have more fields, you can say, which will be displayed here.
So Dipali, this was such an amazing webinar, and for this webinar, I have some few questions for you from our lovely audience side. And the first one is how we can create orders and set up promotions.
Yeah, Pratibha, for sure. So let me just quickly provide a small demo how we can create an order and how it can be qualified for our specific promotions.
Yeah, Pratibha, for sure. So I'll just show like where we have this promotion and the campaigns. So this is one of the product, you can say, and here if I just go, so I have an option to see the see, this is the call out message which can be configured on the promotion where I showed you right now, and this is one of the other offer. So this particular item has two promotions, and these two call out messages are displayed on product detail page. Now the things or the promotion, the rules which are qualified in Business Manager, that will be displayed on the promotion page. If I just go in here, so as per this particular, if I buy any of the item from the top or the subcategory, then I will be getting a discount of, like, I need to buy this 100 and then I will just get to 50% off on the particular order. So this is something like how we can configure promotions and attach it to campaigns, and then on the storefront we can display the call out message which can be defined in here, and these are the promotion details, and then an customer is able to succeed for a small promotion.
Okay, moving on to the next question, Dipali. How we can make catalogs help customer filter their purchases? And this question is also from our audience side. So please.
Okay. Yeah, for sure, Pratibha. So basically, let me just go to my Business Manager and I'll just show from where we can create different catalogs, and it can be used on the storefront.
Catalogs like help customers a lot in just to segregate the thing, and their purchase can be made very simpler. So if I just talk about this particular item, so let me just copy this item ID from here and let's go to Business Manager, and here I can go to products. So each product is basically assigned to some of the categories. So one product can be assigned to multiple categories. So let me just search it here. So this is our product. Let me open it. So this is the product, and this is having a small tab which is named as category. Let me go there. So here all the categories can be defined for a particular item. So suppose I just want to assign this to a new category, then what I can do is just click on lock. Then here you have this edit category option. If I just click in here, then all the categories which I have created in my Business Manager will be displayed in here. I can just click the plus sign and all the subcategory will be displayed. So here I can just define what all categories I want and the one which are defined. So on the storefront, if you go, then under women clothing top, I'll get this particular item. Like under women, then I need to go to clothing and then top, then there this particular item will be displayed. So this is like how customers shopping experience can be made like very easy and simpler using catalogs. So I think like it makes sense.
Okay, well, exactly. Our audience also want to know what an application can do if a product isn't in the stock.
Okay, yeah. So for that, we have different options or different actions which we have. Likewise, we can allow or disallow the orders. Then we have an option to show a customized message like saying just this item is out of stock. And then we can provide an availability date as well, that this product is going to be available by an X date. Then we can take some back orders, and the last one is we can limit the back orders or the number of back orders as well if the item is out of stock.
Well, that
I
was
hope I answered.
yeah, that was such amazing question from our audience side, and definitely your answers were I think that was much satisfactory. Yeah, this was such an amazing webinar. I loved it, by the way, Dipali.
Thanks, Pratima.
Okay. Okay, so now we are done with the questions, Dipali, and thank you everyone for joining us in this amazing webinar. And we will see you soon in the next webinar. So till then, have a great time and bye bye, guys.
Thanks everyone. Bye.